Greetings Guardians, welcome back to the channel. I'm here, Unclear, and today we're here with This Week at Bungie. So it starts off from a message from DMG. This week at Bungie, we look towards IO. So, you're a few weeks into your seasonal journey. You've decided to clear the EDZ bunker of Fallen, and have been taking to the Hive task on the moon. You've reclaimed the Fourth Horseman, and maybe even completed its catalyst. So what's next? Alright, then it shows the roadmap. Begins March 10th, which is already been April 21st. We've got the Grandmaster Nightfall deal, which is coming up soon. So it's a Grandmaster difficulty for Nightfalls, which is actually pretty cool. It's 1060 light, and that comes with a new seal and new in-game rewards. We've had Trials of Osiris, which is It's on PC, it's honestly the worst thing ever. It's so buggy, you get kicked, or you get someone who's cheating in your lobby. There's too many things working against you to make it enjoyable. So there's that. April 21st to May 11th we have Guardian Games, which is free to all players. It's a class competition with new legendary armor and getting sets. And on April 7th we have the IO bunker. So next week we have the IO bunker and legendary lost sectors. So that's pretty cool. So next Tuesday with Reset, the final Sethra bunker will open on IO. New Sethra weapons and seasonal mods enter the mix, giving you more options to build your monster killing machine. Later in the month, Guardian Games will kick off some good old fashioned Guardian rivalry, accompanied by the Grandmaster Nightfall difficulty. This week we'll be passing through some feedback we've been seeing since the season launch and discussing next steps for Emblem and stat trackers. Because yeah, the emblems, man, I had the gold emblem, it was my favourite to run, had a couple of hundred medals on that, and it's gone, and you're like, oh cool. So I spent like a year and a half building up these stats, had them all go away. So that's kind of cool. It carries on, continuing about focused feedback. Over the last few weeks we've been watching the conversation about Season of the Worthy, and more specifically Trials of Osiris. We want to walk through the topics we've been exploring and give some basic thoughts on what we'd like to approach in the future. Some items below may be addressed in the coming weeks, but others may take a season or more to tackle. We're having meetings and discussions daily to determine the best course of action. In the meantime, it's important to know that your voices are heard. Before I go into that, I want to put my 2 cents in there. Trials cannot be so rewarding if you fix the fun element first. Takes away fun is obviously getting beetled or getting beavered out, or just rampant cheaters. If you can get rid of those, it'll be a bit more enjoyable. You'll find myself, I'm classed as sort of a casual player for Destiny. I only play a couple times a week, if that. But when it's not fun, even if you don't win, Mayhem's fun regardless of winning or losing. You don't get a lot of rewards, it's just pure fun. When you go to Trials, you want rewards and fun. But if you can't have the fun, you at least want the rewards, which we don't get at the moment. And we don't also get the fun either. So if we get no rewards but it's enjoyable, people will still stick around because it's enjoyable. But when you have none of those things, it becomes absolutely atrocious. So I think the fun side should be fixed first, because people will still play if they can enjoy themselves. If you can get the 7 wins and not come across a team that's absolutely cheating beyond belief, you're like, oh cool, this is shit, I've lost this game already. And you're like, it ruins your experience, and experience trumps reward in most games. Now if you can't fix the cheating and the fun, make it super rewarding for beating them. Which is kind of the backwards way of thinking about it. You could just give people hundreds and hundreds of rewards, adept weapons out your ears, and just go, oh well, tough, it's not going to be fun for you, you're going to get cheaters, you're going to get bugs. But I think you should fix the fun side of things first. I'd like to know what you guys think down below though. Would you either fix the fun side of things for Trials first, or fix rewards? Because on the top here, it talks about card rewards. From discussing feedback around lack of incentive for players to go flawless. Which is true, there is no incentive to go flawless. I understand that some players have found the first few games to be more lucrative, which would love to shift to the later games. Early card token farming, as some would call it, is something that we're very interested in solving. We want to make sure that every Destiny player who wants to play Trials has something to show for it at the end of a weekend. Which is true. And that puts into the fun aspect. If you're versing sweaty players game 1 every game, it's not fun. It's not fun. And you don't even get rewarded, so if you lose you get nothing. So you can fix that issue. If you fix that issue, it will actually solve a lot of low end stuff. See, most people like me, I mean getting 3 wins, because I have to get 3 wins to buy anything. Get 3 wins is kind of like, yeah, an achievement. And pushing beyond that is actually kind of easy. 3 to 5 is easier than 1 to 3, which is the strangest thing we just have to get heard of. Additionally, we've seen feedback that flawless chess isn't comparable to the rewards associated with grinding out nightfalls. This is something we'd love to improve on. There's quite a few ways which we could approach this, and we're currently discussing which would be the best for trials in the long run. First of all, the gear should be masterworked. Should be top tier masterworked. You know, 65 stat rolls plus, guaranteed with the masterwork. And boom, get your armor piece masterworked out. You know, it may drop, you know, instead of dropping it like 4 to 5 energy points, masterwork it. Make it, you go flawless, you get a masterwork piece of gear. You don't get flawless, you get gear that's not masterworked. It's a little bit of a reward. You know, there's no adept weapons, but that's a way to fix the armor. Adept weapons would definitely be a good way to go. And then it talks about disconnections. We've been investigating an issue that prevent us from enabling rejoin options when the trials first launch. The short version, a player's score could reset if the player left and rejoins the match. Since we've resolved this issue, we're currently planning to enable rejoin in update 2.8.1. So there's no date on the update, but they're trying to get rejoin. Additionally, our teams are continuing to investigate the rise in error code since the launch of this season. This is one of our top priorities, and made some progress to identify the issue. What's left in developing a fix and testing it. So they're trying to fix this test, trying to test and fix this issue. We take the appropriate time here to avoid introducing any further issues into the game. Well, I want to believe that, but it's not necessarily true. I mean, sometimes you fix something that made it way worse. In fair play, we've seen reports that players have encountered cheaters in trials over the last few weekends. Or yeah, insane cheaters. Just watch MTash, Dado, Astacross and Triple, and just watch their videos online and watch their streams. You just see it all the time. What follows is a quick update to what we've been doing to improve your experience and what we're discussing internally for a future improvements. To restate in the note of the intro, some of these items may not be addressed for some time as we're in early conversations, but we want to give you an update of what's going on behind the scenes here at Bungie. So, it actually is not vital by design, and some security products. So, however, we regularly detect and remove dozens of malicious accounts from the PvP ecosystem. On the front lines, we continue to implement new anti-cheat improvements during patch releases. We don't include these in the patch notes for obvious reasons. Yeah, because if you tell people what you're fixing, people will find a way around it. And are always investigating new approaches to as cheat developers for the latest tech. I like the MTash one. If you have a ban, Valve's anti-cheat system ban, you shouldn't be able to play. Get rid. Get out. If you're cheating, get off. No, I don't want you here. You can suck. The biggest of dicks, you cheating piece of shit. Many of the cheats that you may find in the wild already have detections and countermeasures and deployed or in development. With work being done constantly to keep them updated against new threats, because cheat developers don't stop, because there's money to be made. We know we have to keep working to improve these systems. Note, this is a tricky line to walk because we don't want to punish any innocent players that may consciously have the skills due to stats due to high extreme skill, game bugs or game logic with exploits. Bungie considers it. Yeah, so if you're using stuff in the game to beat other players, well then yeah, it's in the game. And you know, you shouldn't be banned for that, but it is really hard to walk that line. I understand that. We're working with our platform partners to identify ways in which we can further strengthen our security. Honestly, if you have a Valve ban for cheating, make sure Destiny can't load PvP. You can play PvE all you want. People care less about cheating in PvE than they do in PvP. PvE cheaters though are still scum, but PvP cheaters ruin a lot of experiences. And then it goes on, we're investigating ways which we can let you know when your reports have resulted in a permanent ban or temporary ban restriction. Additionally, we want to give you a few tips on how you can help them out in the investigation in terms of reporting suspected cheating. There's a contact form. If you want to read it, be sure to put down to the... It goes on quite a while about what they're trying to do about cheaters. Yeah, it's really hard. But definitely go check it out if you want to look at it yourself. And then it goes on to be back on track. It talks about, at the beginning of the season, changes were introduced to stat trackers, giving players more ways to express their achievements in Destiny 2. We introduced weekly, seasonal, and lifetime trackers. These were completely optional to those who might want to have a clean emblem. With the overhaul, previously featured trackers were removed. Players were quick to highlight this as a pain point. Yes. Which we're eager to address. This week we've listed some of the stats we'll bring back in update 2.8.1, which is coming later this month. So it's April. We get April. So coming this month with seasons, career, forge completion. All of the trackers are hidden from the value. Are hidden if their value is 0. Season 8 rank pass earned, Season 9 rank pass earned, number of tier 3 encounters completed in Reckoning, fractally donated menagerie completed, heroic menagerie completions, kills for haunted forest tiers, deepest branch of the haunted forest cleared, completed branches of the verdant forest, Riverlick light triggers during the rivalry, candy collected and recipes baked. Then you got account and creator. Yeah, heroic missions completed. All these trackers are visible on their class. Kills a Sentinel Titan, kills a Striker Titan, kills a Sunbreaker Titan, and it goes on through all the classes. And Crucible, here we go. Career. Gold medals earned, coming back finally. Longest win streak, total battle resets, Iron Banner rank, gold medals earned, Iron Banner, and it continues on for all the PvP stuff that you really want. If you want to read it, be sure to check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. And in terms of destinations, final bosses killed in Escalation Protocol, available on Mars, Escalation Protocol emblems. All of the trackers below are on Lunar emblems. Complete Nightfall, hunts on Master difficulty, Pit of Heresy solo flawless completions, and there's also like Gambit of Infamy rank resets for your career. Raids, all the raid stuffs come back. Prestige Leviathan completions available on Leviathan and Guided Games emblem. Prestige Eater Wheels completions, and yeah, honestly, heaps of emblem fixes are great to see. Now, it goes to another hotfix here. In this report, hotfix 2.8.0.2, which launched on March 31st to the world. While maintenance was underway, we incorrectly noted 2 items in the 2.8.0.2 patch notes. A fix where bunker upgrades of the seasonal pass are unlocked only on one character. Yeah, that's still a thing. A fix where the first weekly clear of a legendary lost sector wouldn't award a powerful drop. These issues were not fixed in this update. Fixes for these issues will be coming with a later update. There's also some current known issues. We're continuing to investigate the increased watercress and newt errors. We've identified an issue with the Felmonter's Helm exotic helmet allows players to emit a detonation impulse that blinds and weakens enemies on any kill. So yeah, if you didn't know how that worked, it was basically you put the helmet on, you unequipped it, then equipped it again, and it just worked off any kill. We're investigating reports of players who have the emblem blacked out completely with a power appearing as 0. That keeps happening to me. Or my name doesn't show up. The level 32 PDS upgrade can be used to clear the bunker by any character who has unlocked the EDZ bunker. Okay. Rasputin's Day, several weapons can only be claimed on the character plans from the rank 9. So basically, yeah. So if you hit rank 92 and say you're Warlock, only your Warlock can buy the gun, which is real weird. The Cloak of the Exile Trials armor is not glowing properly when going for some Trials of Osiris. Oh, that's terrible. Defeating enemy with the ranged Celestial Fire Warlock melee does not trigger the Warlock Sigil perk on the Winter's Guile Exotic Gauntlets. That needs to be fixed because that's terrible. The War Piece, by Thy Tongue Be Damned, is not properly unlocking for players. So there's a few errors there. If you want to check those out, be sure to hit the known issues article on the Bungie page. And then it goes to the movies of the week and some community shoutouts. So props to everyone who made it there. We're cooking up some initiatives on our side to amplify the good in this world. More on that soon. Much love from DMG. Anyway guys, that is this week's patch notes. Honestly, a massive read. If you want to read it yourself, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Yeah, so it's a lot. If you guys are still enjoying Destiny, be sure to like this video. If you guys have been returning to Destiny and want to know more, be sure to stay to this channel here. Be sure to check out other people like Houndish and Astrocross. They do some pretty amazing content out there. If you want to know more about lore, obviously hit up My Name is Bi for Mining Games. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, as always, take care. Bye for now.